In today's political climate, running for office in the UK has become more dangerous than ever. Imagine signing up to represent your community and instead facing slashed tyres, violent threats, and being forced to campaign in fear. This isn't just rhetoric. This is real life for over half of the candidates who stood in this year's general election. A new report from the Electoral Commission has revealed some shocking statistics. Over half of election candidates faced abuse, and a staggering 1 in 10 reported serious threats and intimidation. It's the highest level of candidate abuse we've seen, and it's happening at our front doors and in the online spaces where candidates try to engage with voters. The tragic murders of MPs Joe Cox and Sir David Amess put a spotlight on this issue, leading to the introduction of stronger protections for candidates. Today, anyone convicted of intimidating a political candidate can be banned from holding office for 5 years. But as this latest report shows, it's far from enough. Commons Speaker Sir Lindsay Hoyle has called the level of hostility candidates faced during this summer's campaign unacceptable. It's not just threats, but also disturbing reports of candidates' families being targeted, and even violence on the campaign trail. To protect candidates, the 2024 election was the first time every single candidate had access to basic security, including a named police officer, and updated guidelines on respectful campaigning. But despite these measures, nearly half of the candidates reported threats or intimidation while knocking on doors, and a quarter faced abuse at campaign events. And it's not just face-to-face interactions. 2/3 of candidates report facing relentless online abuse, with the Electoral Commission calling for better protections online as well. Abuse isn't just coming from random trolls. Many candidates say the hostility is targeted and personal. Vijay Rangarajan, Chief Executive of the Electoral Commission, argues that urgent, coordinated action is needed. According to him, these levels of abuse are putting people off from running for office altogether. The UK prides itself on robust democratic debate, but with these statistics, can we really say our democracy is functioning as it should? It gets even more disturbing when we break down the numbers. Women and candidates from ethnic minority backgrounds bear the brunt of this hostility. Women are twice as likely as men to report serious abuse, while ethnic minority candidates face 3 times the abuse of their white counterparts. In interviews, women shared their unsettling experiences. Some were sworn at, touched inappropriately, and even threatened with violence. One female candidate said she stopped door-to-door canvassing altogether because of the aggressive reactions from male voters. Instead, her husband had to step in for her, simply because, as she put it, he had a better rapport as a man. The abuse candidates face goes beyond words. It's a deterrent to women and minority groups considering running for office. Imagine knowing that campaigning alone could lead to threats or violence. 66% of female candidates surveyed said they won't campaign alone due to fear of harassment. So what's next? The Electoral Commission is demanding tougher penalties for criminal acts against candidates, tighter rules for political party memberships, and even the consideration of secure campaigning zones to protect those seeking to represent their communities. The Commission's report also highlights a disturbing trend. Only 1 in 5 cases of abuse were actually reported to the police. Many candidates feel there's no point in reporting it. The threat of intimidation is weakening the foundation of our democracy, pushing many good people out of the political process. So, is this the new reality for UK politics? Are we comfortable with a system where candidates are bullied, threatened, and driven out before they even have a chance to serve? If we don't act, our democracy could pay the ultimate price. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on this story and more.